Welcome to Soundbreaker. On today's episode, we're talking to Roanne Mesirow, who resides in New York and who is also a founder and CEO at Mezz Entertainment. Roanne, thank you for joining us today.
Hi,
And
Bob. Thanks for having me.
my
I'm
pleasure.
excited.
Yes, and for our listeners who might not be familiar with you, could you please introduce yourself and before we dive into it?
My name is Roanne Mesirow. A lot of people call me Ro. I'm born and raised in Chicago. I started this company in 2017, and it started off as more like talent management for people in the music industry. And then it evolved over time, and now we work not only with music industry but influencers. We work with fashion designers, and visual artists, and we also just work with people that want help with their social media and that don't feel like doing it, so they want to hire someone to do it.
Amazing. So you branched out.
We've branched out. Yeah.
Lovely. So let's go back a bit to your early career and how did you improve your organizational and marketing skills? What got you really, I should ask, into that path? What was your original interest? Say, you know what, I want to go into that path of the industry, in the music industry. I want to do marketing. I want to do management. I know you went through different positions that gave you the accolade and the experience, but let's start from there first.
So it wasn't something that I had planned. I was doing event planning at the Ace Hotel in New York.
Hmm.
And there was a young lady that sat next to me at work, and she would hear me on the phone with clients throughout the day. And she had gone to the NYU Clive Davis Institute for Recorded Music. She was a rapper from Mississippi. I didn't know much about her music career, but she would hear me on the phone with clients, and she turned to me one day at work and was like, Ro, like, you would make such a good manager. I've never met someone as on top of things as you. And just something just struck. I don't know what it was. I can't really explain it, but within a month, I had an entertainment lawyer and a contract, and then
Wow.
I was managing her. And that's like really how it started.
Amazing. Is she somebody that we probably remember or know or
No, she was more like a developmental artist, but she's not really doing music that much anymore. She's mostly doing stuff with visual art and like spoken word poetry.
so would we say so the Ace Hotel when you work in the event planner. So this is where the really journey started into the music business.
Yeah, well, I mean, before that, I was working at William Morris, but not in the music industry, but in entertainment. I was working in the lectures department. But I mean, and then before that, I was working in fashion, like fashion
Hmm.
PR. So, I mean, I've always kind of been interested in the entertainment industry in various facets.
Got it. So I would say it's fair to say the role at William Morris and at the Ace Hotel kind of influenced you and prepared you for to say, you know what, I'm going to start my own company, Mezz Entertainment. How did the idea develop and where it came from to say, I want to take a chance with somebody who hasn't been in the music business, decided to take that road? Please.
You mean like to start the company?
Yeah. What
I mean,
was the tipping point? What was the like you say, you know what? I'm starting my own company. That's it. And I'm gonna start it and that's what I want to do.
it wasn't anything like cat like big or it was just like literally I had this client, and then friends of hers saw what I was doing for her, other artists, and they were like, "Oh, like you should manage me too." And then my accountant was like, "You really should have a separate LLC for these management clients." And I was like, "Okay." So I mean, it was all very practical. It was all just like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I need an LLC. What do I call this? Like, am I actually starting a company?" And then I started thinking of different names, and my last name is Mesirow, and there's a famous jazz musician who is named Mezz Mesirow. That was his
Hmm.
artist name, and he's actually a distant cousin of mine. He had changed his artist name was Mezz, so I was like, okay, like maybe that would be cool to implement that. And so I was like, okay, Mezz Entertainment, because it's not just about music, it's going to be like an all encompassing firm. And then I was like, okay, I need graphic designers for logos. And it just really was organic. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to start managing this girl and I'm going to start my own company. It was really just, it was very step by step. Like, okay, now I have more than one client. Maybe I need to like look at this.
Okay. I mean, starting a management company for totally independent artist in development or development artist doesn't bring money. How did you
Mhm.
manage to make money managing and grow Mezz to other branches? Like that's the entrepreneurial interesting part that I know a lot of our listeners and viewers at Soundbreaker would like to hear, because it's pretty inspiring. Very entrepreneurial move to move from a job, guaranteed salary, and all of that to something a bit unknown. I mean, okay, you had experience managing her, but still, like, okay, I manage her, but am I making money with her? Now, this gotta be pay my rent, pay my taxes, do everything else.
No, I did not make money for like probably the first year because you don't make money on developmental clients.
Yes.
So I side gigs. I did babysitting. I was a personal assistant. I did dog
Yeah.
walking. I was a closet organizer. Like anything you could think of, I've done it. Um,
Wow.
yeah,
So
no,
how
you
did
don't
the
make
company
money.
start to make money? How did the company start to make, at what level? Which roles you started to take on to Mezz Entertainment to say, oh, okay,
Working with DJs,
managing
DJs,
DJs.
managing DJs.
Well, they are artists, obviously, because a lot of DJs are producers and performers, which are DJs.
Right. And it's DJs have consistent work. So
Correct.
artists, up and coming artists don't. So the DJs were, that was really like the changing point when I started working with DJs. And
Mm.
like I started making like income from it. And then also the brand partnerships. So
Mm-hmm.
having clients that have enough of an audience online where brands
Yes.
will take an interest in them and pay them to post content with their product.
No. So what were you doing with the DJ? Booking them, getting them gigs, or remixing gigs also, or
Booking them
booking them,
primarily
and brand partnerships
and
with
brand
them, which
partnerships.
is sponsorships. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, any DJ names that we know? I mean,
I've
that
worked with
you.
like DJ Wonder from Sway in the Morning, Scram Jones, DJ Sus One. Those are probably like the biggest DJs I've worked with. I've worked with a bunch more, but just not as like recognizable. But yeah, I just like DJs are so versatile, like especially like those guys because they're not just DJs, they're also radio, they're also MCs, they can host events, they can do red carpets, they can do interviews, like they interview people all the time. So
Hmm.
it's not like they're just DJs.
And what got you into the path of, no, I wouldn't say managing, but working with DJs? Like giving him gigs and booking him. It's pretty much managing him. Like you'll be the booking agent. If somebody wants to book that DJ, they'll call you. What was the turning point? It's like the light when I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to start bringing DJs. Or is it evolved from artists to DJs to this to that?
So I had a rapper that I was working with, and we went up to Sway in the Morning for the Friday Fire Cypher battle that they do. And I'd gone up several times with a few of my artists, and DJ Wonder was there. And, like, I didn't really know him that well, but then it turned out that one of the clients I worked with and DJ Wonder had a mutual friend. And so the mutual friend saw what I was doing for the artist and was like, you should meet with Wonder. I think you
Hmm.
guys would work well together. And then he set up a time for us to meet. And
Wow.
and that's really like I had to, to develop a relationship with him and he took a chance on me. All these people took a chance on me. I didn't have any prior experience managing
Yes.
people. But I think
Correct.
that they knew that like I was genuine and I was hungry. And I
And you had something that a lot of people don't have: work ethics. You
yeah.
were working hard, you're willing to grind, and you did. Amazing. And I guess from there, just word to mouth, you know.
Yes.
Amazing. And you develop your roster of DJs and you focused a lot on brand partnerships. Is that what got you to expand outside of the arena of the music business or working with DJs and booking them to
Yes.
kind of expand? And the brand partnership where got you on other businesses? Like you said, you work in fashion, you work with, please tell us about Mezz Entertainment. So the music was the starting point, really.
Yes.
Great.
And now it's expanded because we do a lot of brand consulting. So if a brand needs help building their business via like their social media platforms or a website, that's like we've done that with fashion designers, we've done that with visual artists. And not only do we work on their socials and their websites, we also make like promotional materials, and we also help with, book like getting them, you know, clients, potential clients. If it's a fashion designer, like we've had a fashion designer we were working with, we helped her get connected to someone that could help actually create the collection, right?
Wow.
And present it to stores so that she could get into stores. So I hadn't had prior experience in that. I love fashion. I've always loved fashion. And so, it's just I think it's just going for like I just go for everything. I don't
Hmm.
like
I
I think
see.
contempt prior to investigation,
Yes.
I think most people just say no because they're like, oh, I don't know how to do that, or I don't have experience in that.
You
And
take the chance. You take the chance and go for it.
yeah,
Yes, amazing. I've done a lot of that throughout my life. Yes, I know exactly what you're saying. Um, but you're still in the music business also, or you focus on other branches?
mostly like I do a lot with influencers and DJs primarily right now.
Hmm. There's a lot of big DJs right now. Is the DJ business booming for you? As far as booking, because you do a lot of booking. Is it
It's
private gigs or what they call them, these big events like
festivals.
festivals? Yes.
It's more private. Private gigs are better.
Hmm.
They're more
Hmm.
lucrative.
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah, they're more
You tell me.
lucrative.
Amazing, really. For the
Yeah.
DJs and for your management company
Yeah.
or your entertainment company. And a lot of these gigs, when you say private, like private birthday parties or parties at corporate parties or
Corporate parties.
corporate
Mostly
parties.
corporate
Okay.
parties. Yeah.
Did you grow the roster of DJs booking or
Yeah, I mean, so
yeah?
like I have different types of clients. So some clients I am like full-fledged like management, like every area. And then some
Hmm.
clients I'm just like, "Oh, if I have something that I think would be good for you, like I'll just book them for that." Like it's not
Hmm.
like as hands-on. So I have like a lot more people that I work with that aren't even on my
Hmm.
website because they're clients that if an opportunity comes that I think would be good for them, I can reach out to them.
Roanne, what is your biggest, I would say, brand partnerships you work with so far?
So I did one with Reebok a while back. That one was really awesome. Um, Topo Chico, that was really
Hmm.
fun. Gorgie, which is this drink. I don't know if you know about it, but
Gorgie. What kind of drink? Is it like an energy drink or?
it's like an energy drink.
I thought so, yes. Okay.
We've done like some with like some alcohol, like Remy Martin, Effin vodka. Those are some of the bigger ones we've done. Adidas.
And you still do events or not really? People come to you for events as
Not
you
as
have that
much,
prior experience. Okay.
more just like providing talent for the events.
Got it. DJs, dancers, entertainers, whatever they need.
Yeah, exactly.
You said you manage artists. The artists that you manage, are they currently signed to labels? They're performing, they're out there beside the DJs, like,
No,
performing
I'm not
artists.
really doing music artists right now.
No, you're not.
No.
So you focus on brand
Like
partnering and DJs.
influencers and DJs.
Influence. Who is the biggest
Yeah.
influencer you with or with you that you get him gigs or brand
I'm not
partnerships?
really at liberty to say.
Okay, but some big names, shall we say?
Yeah, there's some big ones I'm working on that are great. Yeah.
Mostly TikTok famous or Instagram
No,
famous?
just like model, take model influencers. Yeah.
Okay, models in the fashion. Okay, okay, very interesting. Any advice for a lot of the young entrepreneurs that who carving their own path and they say,
You need
"Wow,
to
look at
get
Ro."
internships. Get internships. And also build your LinkedIn profile. I think LinkedIn is the most underutilized platform. And I think everyone should be on LinkedIn
Yes.
daily, building their connections. It's so important. I have met so many people
Hey, I met you through
from
LinkedIn.
there you go. There you
Yes,
go.
yes, yeah,
So
yeah.
I've met so many people from LinkedIn and it's been amazing. And like, I don't
It
think
is.
enough people utilize it.
LinkedIn has been great, honestly. I built a couple of podcasts and some partnerships and some lots of deals, I would say, through LinkedIn. And I focused on it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't focus on it before. LinkedIn is I wouldn't say undervalued or underutilized, but there is a lot of people. I mean, I see you pretty active. You have a decent following, very good following, and yeah, there's people with, I would say, with big followings there, and they really made a career out of being on LinkedIn. But the thing is, you said stay consistent, and you got to be at it every single day. You cannot just work it for a day and then disappear for a week. Or
Mhm.
LinkedIn
Exactly.
is a great advice for young entrepreneurs who's carving their own path. An internship. Why is that internship? Please.
I had multiple internships and you know, it's not just about finding out what you like, but finding out what you don't like and getting experience. And I am someone that is very big on like, you'll never know until you do it. And I don't like to make any assumptions. And like I said, I try everything because you just don't know. And I think people are afraid to try things that are new and like maybe uncomfortable or foreign to them. And I did not come to New York to plan, like, none of this was planned. It all just happened. And so I think if if people take away anything, it's that, you make plans and God laughs, right? So it's like I was a type A planner, like I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And none of that came to fruition. And what did come to fruition was something even better than what I had imagined. It was a learning lesson for me that, like, I can plan all I want, but, the universe has a different plan
Hmm.
and to
It's
be
true.
open to it. Like, be open to it. Like, what if she had said that comment to me and I had just, like, forgotten about it and then done nothing with it?
So you're
Like,
saying that that comment was a pivotal change of your life because you took that comment and it stuck in your head.
exactly. But if I hadn't been open to it, it would have just gone in one ear out and out the other. But for whatever reason, in that moment, I was open to it, and I was like,
It
yeah, like,
resonated with you.
yeah,
Amazing. So pretty much what you're saying, take chances, be open mind, and don't be afraid. Be open.
yeah.
Amazing. Good advice. Definitely good advice. Anything that should our listeners or viewers on Soundbreaker kind of look for in the upcoming months towards the end of the year of 2024 on Mezz Entertainment? Are you adding new functions, a new department? You're expanding?
I'm always looking to expand and build and evolve. I think it's always important. Like, I never want to sit on my laurels. I think like constant evolution necessity for anyone, like, because and
Mhm.
like you get bored, right? Well, I get bored, so like I have to constantly be doing new things or like looking for meeting new people or like expanding or changing. But yeah, I think, just if you follow us on our socials, Maz Entertainment, on all platforms, like you can stay in touch with us. We're very responsive. And if there's things that you're interested in or curious about, like you can write us a message and we'll respond. And if you want an internship, you can reach out.
Well,
Um,
here we go, an opportunity. If you want internship at Mezz Entertainment, please,
yeah, yeah,
contact Roanne at LinkedIn. Can they reach you on LinkedIn?
they can reach me on LinkedIn.
Yes.
There's instructions on the website for how to apply for the internships, and there's descriptions of all the internships. So there's 4 different departments. So yeah, if you're interested, you should definitely reach out. And I really just the whole point of being in this business is to have fun,
Yes,
because
you're right.
if you don't enjoy it, then there's no point of being in it.
You know what? If I was looking for an internship, I will definitely join Mezz Entertainment because I feel like Roanne has a lot to offer through her experience and knowledge that she went through. And she absolutely down to earth and a humble person and very clever, very smart. So, and definitely an entrepreneur. Rowan, before we end this amazing interview, I would say inspiring. What are your thoughts on the music business for somebody who is not so deep involved in the business, but still and outside the business? What do you think, just in general, your thoughts about the music state, the music business, that state of mind right now? Where is it at, right at this point of our life?
I think it's a big mishmash and there's no rules, and everyone, like, all these artists are like multiple genre artists and crossovers and remixes. It's just everyone wants to take over the market in every area. And so they're like doing all these, you know, tracks with artists in different genres, and it's just all soon it's just going to be like a hodgepodge in a way, I feel
You know, a
like.
lot of artists doing a lot of, they, what are the hip hop, rap, pop, they're doing country music also. And I
Yeah.
was like, interesting. So what do you think of that? Is that something you think, is it like, should they stick to their own lane, or it's music? As you said, it's whatever you feel like it,
I
or they
mean,
just try to cash in on it, the trend.
country is one of the highest grossing genres.
Yes.
So I can imagine that that is playing into their decision. And I think as long as they're making good music, that's all that matters.
So don't lose what are you all about and what being an artist is about.
Yeah.
Don't
As
lose that.
yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, you know what? I definitely enjoyed this interview and I'm glad I came across you on LinkedIn. So we're going to
Yeah.
have to give props to LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn is great. Roanne, contact Bob Shami. Well, Roanne from Mezz Entertainment and New York City, thank you very much. I want to say
Thank
thank you for joining us
you.
today. And this concludes our episode on Soundbreaker. Please make sure to follow us on socials and stay tuned for our next episode. See you and thank you.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to share the Soundbreaker podcast. And if you are joining us on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.